As temperatures soar, so has demand for air conditioners. Sales of AC units in Spain and France more than doubled in May compared to a year earlier, while German sales were up nearly 40%. China's Midea sold out of its popular porta-split air unit in May. My colleague Juliette Mann spoke to Tobias Strobel, Head of Technical Innovation for Residential Air Conditioning at Midea's German R&D Centre.
Yeah, this year the heat is of course incredible, and this year the difference for the AC business is of course that it's for a longer time, also at night. So this is quite new, and due to the climate change we will have this more and more often. But the point is that in Central Europe we are really not prepared for such heat waves. That's why the demand for ACs is big, but you cannot install it.
I mean, air conditioning has never been a given in much of Europe. Are we now seeing or beginning to see a structural shift in expectations around cooling and comfort?
For ACs, the people have more and more demand for it because of the climate change. But still there are too many regulations that it's not really allowed to have an outdoor unit on your facade installed. And the big issue is also we have a big lack of installer, so you cannot change this in just 1 or 2 years. So this is a big difference. So I think that the mindset is changing now a bit, but it still needs a lot of time until this comes to reality, that we really have the ACs. But exactly that's why we developed the porta-split, which also solve all of these issues, because we go around of these regulation things, because our unit is not a fixed installation. And this is the big benefit what we have.
I wanted to ask you about that, because despite the regulations and the installer issues, as demand in Europe is surging, we're seeing Chinese manufacturers ramp up production just to keep pace. So I wonder what's changed in how companies like Midea operate so that you can move that fast.
So I think what we changed is in Midea is that we have the strategy to make more customer needed ACs, let's say, not to have in all Europe the same AC, because it's not possible. And I think this mindset is also changed, not just in Europe, but also in the Chinese brands, so like Midea, that Europe is not one country, but it's different countries and different needs. So we have to develop dedicated AC units for the dedicated countries. For example, in Central Europe, you need completely different ACs than in Southern region. In Southern region, maybe, the price is a big topic, but in Northern region, they also use it not just for cooling, they use it also as an air-to-air heat pump. So this is an additional benefit. But here in the wintertime, it can go to minus 40 degrees. So we have to develop a dedicated and more efficient unit for the Northern country.